Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I will be reviewing a texture pack. It is called Chroma Hills. It's a very popular texture pack. As you can see, it is made for an older version. It's not completely up to date with Minecraft, but then again, neither am I. I haven't played in maybe 2 years, so I'm very much behind on a lot of stuff that's new in Minecraft, and even some older stuff, because in survival mode, I don't know, I never really got that far in. Even back then when I played, I was always messing with texture packs and stuff like that, so that's why I think this video is suiting for me, because I just really like textures. So I built this map. It is not completely done because I only made it over the past few days, and I hope it will be able to show a lot of this texture pack, and I hope you will forgive me that in the end it is not completely finished, but I hope to still show you every texture. So let's jump right in. This is the first room I made to show you some of the very basic stuff. First off, we have the grass. I think it looks really nice, very easy on the eyes, not overwhelming, because if you get a texture that you have a lot of, like grass or dirt, and it becomes very overwhelming, then it's just very bothersome. So then here you have the oak tree. I really like it. It really looks like an oak-like tree. Like the leaves are very accurate. This is what an oak tree leaves look like, an oak tree trunk. Except like the darkness on the sides. I'm not a big fan of that, because when you repeat it, then you keep getting this dark line. That's what you get when you have these dark lines at the sides. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Sugarcane water. I really like the water from Chroma Hills. It looks very nice. Then you have the birch tree. Looks really cool as well. The birch tree leaves are, I think, hard to beat, because they look so accurate. They look pretty detailed. So this is my favorite birch leaf. Yes, if you're probably thinking it right now, does he have a favorite for every single texture in the game? I pretty much do. That's how much I used to get into all of this stuff. So this is my favorite birch leaves texture. Let's see, I forgot the clay. I think the clay looks really nice. I also like how it's not gray, but it's more of a red-orange type color. Okay, so then here I have some seeds and stuff. I really like the soil. The lines in it makes it look really tidied up. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. Let's have a look at some of these plants. Oh, this thing needs to be like that. There we go. So then you have pumpkin seeds. Looks pretty cool. I think it's kind of weird how it looks. I don't know. Now it looks like there's two of them going through each other. I'm not really sure if that's intended by the maker. Let's see. Then here we have melon. Basically the same thing. I think it's the same one even. I think they use the same texture for both of those. Then you have the normal seeds, the wheat seeds. Looks pretty cool, I think. I also like the little growing up symbol, the green stars that keep popping up. Okay, so then we have beetroot, and I don't know what it is. It's too new for me, and there are no textures. It seems like there are no textures. There does seem to be a texture for the item, but not for the seeds and for the growing. Let me check it out just to be sure if there's not a texture, because there are separate texture for every growth stage of every plant. So who knows, but no, they don't have a growth stage for any of the growth stages. They don't have a texture for any of the growth stages. Let's see. Then here we have the carrot. Yeah, the carrot and the potato, I like them a lot, because one thing that I think is one of the most important things to look at when you are making or trying to find a good texture for plants is that you have to know whether or not it is done. So there are a lot of texture packs out there that have just amazing textures for these plants, but then you have like the last stage, the final stage, and the second last stage. They look so similar that if you have a field full of crops, you don't know which one is done and which one isn't done. And that's a real problem, because of course everything, if you want everything to look nice, you want everything to look nice, but you don't want to be confused about stuff like that. So then we have the cobblestone wall and the mossy cobblestone wall. I really like them personally. The hay bales, some random farming items. tulips. I think the tulips look really nice. Also the green color. It's very hard to find plants with the green colors that go well together. So as you can see, like the green color of the tulip isn't the same as the one of the grass, but in this case it's not too bad, because there are some cases where it's a lot worse. Okay, let's see. Then here we have some anvils and some coarse dirt, which looks the same as the normal dirt. I think a little bit darker maybe. Yeah, a little bit darker. Then we have the anvils. I think I am using these anvils myself in my own texture pack right now. Really like them. I like the little creeper head on it. Then here we have some saplings. Here you have the normal oak tree, the spruce tree, the birch tree, the jungle. Yeah, the jungle tree. Then you have the acacia, and the dark oak. In my opinion, they are a bit blurry. Currently, I am using some of them, but not as a final decision, because I think they look a bit, I don't know, like when a texture pack tries to use something that is too detailed, but it doesn't work, like as if you take an image and you just resize it and everything just get cramped together. That's kind of the feel that I get with these saplings. Okay, so the grass, as I said, I think the grass looks really good. Also the tall grass, I like the little brown ends on it. I don't know what to call them. Let's see, then you have flowers. They all look really nice. This one looks a bit blurry. What's it called? The peony looks a bit blurry to me. Let's see. Then we have the sunflower. So, and then we get the rose bush and the roses. I think their color doesn't really suit the rest of it. Like the red, I feel like the red should be a little bit brighter. I don't know. And then we have the pumpkin, and I personally love the pumpkin in this texture pack. In fact, I'm using it, I think, myself, and I highly doubt I will change it. This is the best pumpkin texture that I've ever found. I really love the way it looks round, even though it's still square. And I also love the fact that it doesn't have a face, because I don't really see a point in it having a face when you find it in the wild. Like the jack-o'-lantern having a face, that makes sense, but not when you find it out in the wild. Did I mention the dirt? I think the dirt looks nice when you see like a lot of it. Doesn't really bother me, so that's really good overall, because there are a lot of texture packs that do something to the dirt texture where if you see a lot of it at the same time, you just get overwhelmed. So this is very easy to look at. So let's have a look at some of the animals in this texture pack. I think they're pretty cool. I'm not personally using any of them myself, I think. I think the pig looks nice. It looks a little bit sad. The cow looks funny. The chicken, I love the chicken. It's so funny. Like, it doesn't have the beak. It just has like a flat face, and it always seems to be smiling, which is pretty funny, I think. The sheep, I'm not a big fan of like having it the black skin and the white wool. Let's have a look at some other animals. Oh yeah, more sheep. I've got some more sheep here. You can just see all of the shades of them. Once again, I'm not a big fan of how the sheep is black. I personally like the more like a grayish tone. Like if the wool color of this sheep, if that would be the skin color of the sheep. That's what I like personally. Then have a look at some horses. Yes, horses. Let's see, there seems to be some textures for some horses. Yeah. Okay, so there are textures for the normal horses and nothing else. There's no texture for the donkey, no texture for the mule, which is a baby for some reason. No texture for the skeleton or the zombie. No, but I like the other ones. I like them. In fact, I might be using them myself right now. I'm not entirely sure. They look really cool. Oh. Okay, so they've really messed up the armor, because this black horse is wearing full-on golden armor right now. So they really messed up the texture of that. It really isn't working anymore. Maybe that's because the game changed the way the texture gets put into the game. But it's definitely not working. Definitely something wrong there. The saddle seems to be working. Looks pretty cool. So then we've got some bunnies. Okay. Absolutely no texture for a single bunny? No? Okay. Never mind the bunnies. Okay, so that's everything I wanted to show in this room. It seems you're probably thinking, well, you haven't shown anything yet. That's correct. It's going to be a long video, and I'm going to try to show everything. So here we go. Bet you didn't expect this. The next room. First we have wool here, white wool. Well, I like the wool. I like the wool actually. I like how colorful it is, but it has like this soft color to it, which I really like. The green doesn't really look green though. Wait, this one? Yeah, lime and green. I think they are not really green. But now I'm actually starting to doubt whether it is really green in the normal game. But yeah, so... But yeah, so that's your wool. I think it looks really cool. Then of course all of this is made out of quartz stuff. The white is all quartz stuff. Then we have the armors. I personally really love the chainmail armor of this texture pack. It really looks like, yeah, well, chainmail armor. I also really like the stone sword over here. It really looks like it's made out of flint. It really looks like it's made out of flint or something, which of course is a ridiculous idea, but in this game apparently it works. I also really like the orange stuff, but from there on I don't really like it that much. I think the gold is too detailed, and the diamond sword, I'm not a big fan of that. It looks more like an ice kind of sword. Let's see, then texture for some of the monsters. The dragon doesn't seem to have its own texture. The creeper is pretty creepy. The skeleton has some kind of cloak, which is weird. The zombie looks weird, like it's ill or something. Steve looks normal. Then here we've got some random blocks. I really love the granite in this. Do you pronounce it granite or granite? Well, either way, I really love it in this texture pack. And then we've got the andesite and the diorite. I also like those. These are the polished versions, by the way. Then we have the iron block, the gold block. I absolutely love the gold block in this texture pack. Not a big fan of the diamond and the emerald. I don't know. I don't like I don't like the iron frame around it. Not a big fan of that. Then we've got the lapis lazuli, if I'm saying it right, block. And the redstone block. The redstone block looks simple. I mean, it's red, so it meets the requirements, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. And then we've got the windows, which look really cool, actually. They all have their own little design. The only one that's kind of out of place is the brown one. For some reason, that one is like a broken window with wooden boards in front of it. And then we have all of the colored windows, and I think they look really cool. I'm not sure if I will use them, but I think they look really cool. Okay, so then here we have the jukebox. First of the note block, and then the jukebox, which you might remember from the video that I made 2 weeks ago, I think, 2 weeks ago. The jukebox, and then here we have some of the LPs, or whatever they're called. Music discs, I'm sorry. And there you have flags, and once again, I have absolutely no idea what use they have in the game, what exactly you do with them, but I just put them down. But they don't seem to have a texture, I think. Do they? Oh, they probably use the same texture as the wool, don't they? I'm not really sure, actually, but let's just move on. So let's have a look at the villagers in this texture pack. You first have the iron golem. Looks really cool. Really cool. Reminds me of a robot from a movie. I forgot the name. The movie with the big robot. Then you have the villagers. They all seem to have these strange beards. I really like them, actually. I like how they removed the big nose that the normal villagers have. Oh, this one just has like little... This guy even has earrings, apparently. No, stop looking at me. Look away. Look, I'm trying to show them that you have earrings. But look at how hairy his arms are. Or are those supposed to be tattoos? I don't even know, to be honest. But that's the blacksmith, probably. So yeah, and then here you have the map. It doesn't really look that interesting because, yeah, this is not, of course, not an official world. So, yeah, let's move on. Then here we've got, let's see, stone brick. cobblestone on the walls. I think they all look really nice, like a little bit cartoony but still detailed. That's what I really like. That's what I'm kind of going for in my own personal texture pack, is this kind of smooth feel, because when you go for extremely detailed, then it doesn't work and it just becomes very blurry, and I don't like that. I absolutely love the bricks. What's it called? It's just called bricks. I absolutely love the bricks. The fire is okay. The glowstone, I think that's glowstone. Then of course you have the pot to put your flowers in. Then this one, what's it called? Stone slab, the one that people always make all of their roads out of. And coal. And now we're going to have a look at all of the wooden types. First we have an oak room with a enchantment table. I really like it. If you don't know much about texture packs, there's actually a separate texture for the table and the books. So if you would ever want to, you could have a different table and a different book from different texture packs. Personally, in my texture pack, I for instance use a different texture for the sheep body and the sheep wool, which is also two different textures. So that way you can really keep playing around. So first off, you have the bookcases, which I think don't look that great, not separately. Like separately they look pretty good, but when you put them next to each other, they just have the same thing going on, which makes it look less nice when it repeats itself. And then here you have the books, and there seem to be some kind of symbols. Once again, I never really got that much into enchanting or alchemy, so I don't really know what's happening right now. I think it's coming from the bookcase. There's some kind of symbols that's going into the book, but I think it looks really cool. Then we have, I think spruce. And then, oh, by the way, this is the bed. The sheets are detailed and everything. I really like the bed. Then we have birch, double bed. So then we have what I think is, yes, jungle wood. I like how it looks a bit bamboo-like. Very nice theme. Instead of just making it a different color wood, they actually made it look like bamboo, which I think is really nice. Then we have acacia wood, which is more of an orange type of color. And then the dark oak looks really nice as well. You have the cauldron here, again with the little creeper face in it. Seems to be kind of a returning thing. And some different types of potions and flasks. And they all look really nice as well. Okay, so then here we have a super spoopy dungeon. I like the font. The font is really nice actually. And the sign itself also looked pretty cool. Might contain skeletons. Okay, let's go down to the super spoopy dungeon. So yeah, let's display some more things. I think we already had a look at these, did we? No, we had a look at the swords. These are different. Once again, I really like the wooden, stone, and the iron, and I'm not a big fan of the gold and the diamonds. Because I don't know, I like to some extent the detailed blocks, but I feel like with the tools, I prefer if they stay a little bit closer to the original. So then you have the command block, which doesn't have a texture, a workbench, and they made it work. That's nice, but it's to be expected from Chroma Hills, which is a very good texture pack. A lot of times when people make their own texture pack, they don't realize that some textures use parts of other textures. In this case, the bottom of the workbench is the same texture, uses the texture of the oak planks. So sometimes they take a completely different color workbench compared to the oak planks, and then you get this weird bottom color that's just different. Let's see. Oh, by the way, these are redstone lamps. Then here we have, I have absolutely no idea what this is. I think it's called Observer, and I don't know what it is. It's too new for me still. And then we have a dropper. It has some kind of face on it. Looks kind of creepy, by the way. It looks happy. It looks too happy, almost. And then here we have some levers and buttons and all of those kind of things. They all seem to be made of textures from other textures. Like this one uses the stone brick and the wood and everything. This one uses the gold. This one uses the iron. So it's really all a repeating of older textures that we've already seen. Then these are kind of new. The iron hedge looks really nice. The iron door. And then very important, of course, the ores are very important. So first we have gravel, then we have diorite, andesite, granite, or granite, once again, I don't really know, redstone, which lights up when you walk over it, and all of your other ores. I think I'm personally using these right now. I'm not entirely sure. And then here we have obsidian, I'm pretty sure. Yep, we have some obsidian. So that all looks really nice, I think. Of course, and this should be very obvious, but if you're making your own texture pack, you need to have these all from the same texture pack, because otherwise they're not going to fit together. So you're going to need the stone and all of the ore types. Anything that looks like it has stone in it has to be coming from the same texture pack. So then we have a slime block. I like it. It looks very detailed. It looks slimy. Yeah, I guess that's the requirement for a slime block. And then here we have some redstone stuff, a light, what's it called, daylight sensor. I really like the redstone dust, just the way it looks like it's sprinkled on there. Then here we have some pistons, and let's see which way was I supposed to go now. I think this way. Here we have a mob spawner. Once again, it has the creeper face on it, returning theme. The chests look really nice, I think. The chest looks really cool, like with the leather straps on it. Then we have the iron bars, torches. Let's see. Then we have a bed. No, the beds don't have a texture apparently. But for the next thing, I'm going to need the doodle whacker, because we're going to have a look at some of the monsters. So first off, you have the skeleton. Yeah, it has the hood kind of thing. Then we have the zombie. I don't know, I really don't like the zombie. I don't know, it has this very weird face. I don't know, I'm not a fan of it. The witch doesn't have a texture for some reason, because I think the witch has been in the game for quite some time. The creeper actually looks really creepy. It has something going on its chest, if it can even be called a chest. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. Maybe I'll look at its insides, but yeah, it does look creepy, so that's the requirement for a creeper. So then we have spiders and slimes tend to kill themselves right away. Okay, so it's really hard to get a look at the slimes, because for some reason they always try to jump away. I'll just spawn some more and hopefully have a look. Yeah, there we go. Oh, they have a very weird face going on. Oh, that's very... They have a very weird face and very pointy ears on the side. That's very strange. Okay, so then here you have this normal spider. Looks really nice, I think. Oh, and then you have the cave spider, which has a different color, which I think is really nice. A lot of texture packs use the same spider, but just make it smaller. But in this case, they actually look different, and I don't know, I like that. So you can tell them apart when you're in a dungeon and you're wondering what kind of spider is that. If you use this texture pack, then at least you'll know. So, and also, of course, I'll first look at the lava, which I think is really nice. I think I'm personally using it right now, the lava from this texture pack. And this is the bedrock. Let's see, and then we've got some random other monsters, and I don't know most of them. Let's see, the wither skeleton doesn't have a texture. I have no idea what this is. I don't really know what this is, but it doesn't have a texture, doesn't have a texture, doesn't have a texture. That one does have a texture, but I accidentally killed it. And then, oh, this is like a zombie villager baby. It also doesn't have a texture. I want to have another look at the, what's it called, silverfish? No, wait, no, it doesn't have a texture. None of these have a texture. Okay, so none of these monsters have a texture. At least now I know. Let's see. So then I will have a look at... here we have a dispenser. Let me just put some random stuff in there. So the dispenser looks pretty cool, I think. Like, it has a lot of decorations around it. Then here we've got the furnace. It doesn't seem to have a lot of fire going on. Usually it has some fire textures in front of it, but in this texture pack it doesn't, and I think that is actually very well done, because now there's just smoke coming out of it, whereas almost every texture pack, every other texture pack I've ever seen has the fire texture in front of the furnace for some reason. So I really like that detail. By the way, this is also a look at the hoppers, which seem to look pretty nice with the metal. Then we've got our little minecart tracks everywhere. The different types of minecart, the different types of tracks. They look okay. So then we've got our secret door to the Nether. So let's have a look at the Nether. I forgot to take a look at the portal, so I should probably do that first. Obviously, well, laggy. Obviously made of obsidian, which has this weird purple color to it, which is very weird. Then I'm not actually sure if... Oh, I accidentally went in. I accidentally went in again. Okay, let's go back. Go back. Hi. And I'm going to be laggy again, of course. Yeah. Okay, so this is the texture for the portal. I think it looks really nice, especially the little particles that keep going into it. They are very detailed. I like them even more than the rest of the portal, I think. So yeah, I guess let's have a look at some of the creatures from the Nether while we're here. And I'm going to need the doodle whacker again, of course. Zombie pigman does not have a texture. That's disappointing. That's actually weird, because I'm pretty sure that these things are all pretty old. Oh, the blaze does have a texture. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It has like a skeleton face. Oh, that's a cool texture. No, stay. Let's see what's next. A magma cube. That's no texture. And then we've got some ghasts, which is dying for some reason. So now at least we've also got a preview of what it sounds like. The ghast. Oh, it has a big nose. It has a big nose for some reason. This is the weirdest looking ghast I've ever seen. I think I've seen it before, but I don't really like it with the big nose. Then here we've got some random items which I think are from the Nether. Once again, I've never gotten this far into survival. I've gone to the Nether but never explored too much. So I don't really know what most of these things do. So I think they are all from the Nether. Then here we've got Nether brick, which I think looks really nice. Just a darker version of the normal brick. They could have made it, you know, make it look a bit more special rather than actual just darker bricks. But this works, I guess. As long as the colors work, it works. So then we have glowstone, which we had already seen. Then this is, I have absolutely no clue. Nether wart block. Oh yeah, okay, so here we have nether warts. And we have the soul sand, which actually looks extremely creepy because there are faces in it that are actually moving. So it's like there are actual souls trapped in the sand. So that's what I think is really creepy. Let's plant some more. So here you have some nether warts. This is what they look like. And then you have quartz, and of course I should have also commented on just the normal nether rack. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't think it looks special. It's not what I'm using right now, but it looks okay. I think it looks a bit too purple. Like personally, I always consider the nether to be kind of a hell kind of place, so I prefer a more red color. Then here we have magma, and I personally, to be honest, I don't know. It's still, to me, it's new. I don't know if it's new, but to me, I never met it in survival mode, so I don't know where it appears. So I just put it to the side of the lava because that, to me, seemed the most likely place for magma to appear. So that's all I think that the Nether has to show us. So let's move on. Okay, and we are underwater. So first we have all of the prismarine stuff. Looks really cool. I think this looks really cool. The different types of prismarine stuff. Then we have some more symbols for some more icons for the fish. Look really cool. The sponge. The other sponge. Let's have a look at some of the water creatures actually. First we have the squids. They seem to be red. That's the weird part. they are red for some reason. I'm having a hard time displaying them, but behind glass you can't really have a good look at them, so I might just change something here, because now I can get a better look at them. I like how the squids actually have the inside of their arms. I don't know what you call them, but the tentacles look very detailed. So yeah, I really love the squids in this texture pack. So let's see, then up we have some guardians, I think they're called. Has no texture. Oh, then the elder guardian is probably not going to have a texture either. Let's have a look. Yeah, so the elder guardian also does not have a texture. So, and then we are here in several biomes, by the way. This one was supposed to be a water sea kind of biome. This is supposed to be the swamp, you could have probably guessed, but this is as much as I did today. Even this morning I was working on it, so I didn't finish it. I'm very sorry, there isn't much more than this, but this displays the vines and the water lily pad. Also looks really nice. Different types of boats, as you can see here, they all look the same, just different colors. So they look like this. I like the little plug that it has in it. Looks pretty funny. At least I think it looks pretty funny. So then we have what was supposed to be the savanna biome, but I don't know how to change the color of the grass. So I will have to figure that out, if that's even possible in creative mode. For some reason the acacia leaves seem to be using the same leaves as the birch tree, which I don't understand. Maybe they have similar trees in real life. Maybe they have similar leaves in real life. I'm not exactly sure, but I like the bark of it. It has more of a lighter color, which I think is the same in real life. Okay, so then here we have the desert and similar stuff. I like the cactus, looks really nice. I like the sand. Then you have the sandstone and the different types of sandstone blocks. I think they look really cool. For this one I actually kind of like that the edges are a bit darker, so that it looks like there are actually bricks there, even though it's smooth sandstone, but it looks a bit like bricks. Well, and then here you have the red variant for everything. So it all looks very similar. The decorated one, or what's it called, chiseled one, looks different. And here you have the different colored clay. Looks like, oh, it does have a texture. It does have a texture, but it's very simple, very smooth texture. It's actually really nice. So they didn't go over the top. I know some texture packs that go really over the top with the colored clay types, but in this texture pack they keep it simple. And this is how far I got. So this is going to be the jungle biome room, I guess. Let's still have a look at everything that there is. The melon looks really nice, I think. And then you have the fern. I think the fern looks really cool. I like how it has grass in it. Like if you take a look at the grass, or wait, oh wait, this is supposed to be the small fern. Okay, so apparently they don't have a texture for the actual small fern. But I like how there's grass at the bottom of the fern. Then we have the jungle tree, which has moss on it, which looks really cool. Let's see, what's this? The ocelot has no texture, it seems. Oh, and on the other side we have the different types of the jungle temple blocks, like the stone bricks and the broken one, the mossy one, and the chiseled one. Or smooth? No, chiseled. It's called chiseled. I really like them. And once again, I think if you take one of these, you have to take all of them, you know, because they're made to fit each other. So that's why you should take all of them. And then here we have the spruce tree, which I think looks really nice. It keeps the theme of that it's realistic, but it's still a little bit cartoony. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh yeah, the wolf. The wolf looks brown for some reason. Like wolves, they're more of a gray color, aren't they? I'm not a big fan of the wolf here, but I do like the spruce tree. Then we have ice. I really didn't get this far, so this is supposed to be the ice biome. Different types of ice and snow. Wait, is that the same wolf? Or is that a different wolf? This is a different wolf. Oh, I guess when I was testing it, I spawned a wolf. There's also a polar bear, and I'm going to be 99% sure that there's no texture for it. But I have never seen a polar bear in Minecraft, so I don't know what it does in Minecraft. I don't know if it's aggressive. I don't know what you can do with it in Minecraft. I really don't know. So this is actually the first time I've ever seen a polar bear in Minecraft. Okay, so this is supposed to be the dark oak biome, which I still haven't finished. I like the texture on the dark oak. It is just, you know, basically very similar to the normal oak, but darker, which of course is what it's supposed to be. So that's why I like it. So, yeah, I don't think there's a lot more to this biome. And then this room is just for the extra biomes that I don't really know too well. You have the different types of ground, like the one with the leaves on it, and this one, mycelium or something. And of course, the mushroom. It looks weird. Did you know that the mushroom actually use separate textures for the cow part and the mushroom type? For the mushroom part of the cow, it just uses the same texture as whatever texture you use for mushrooms. So in this case, I don't think the mushrooms are very soothing. They are too high, I think. But yeah, then here we have a portal to the end, which is going to be also the end of my texture pack review. I've never been here. I know it's embarrassing to say, but I've never been here in Minecraft survival mode. I think maybe soon I will make a let's play. I will make a let's play of me trying to get to this far in the Minecraft. But let's see. Let's have a look at the Endermite. Has no texture. Enderman. Ooh, the Enderman is a bit spooky. Like you can see something like some kind of gem or whatever it is seems to be in his belly. Some kind of blue-green stuff. Oh, he's looking at me. Wait, are we in some kind of square? Like it's like I'm looking at a ceiling. I'm sorry, I must sound like a big noob right now. I've never been here. But yeah, these are the types of blocks that you can find here, I think. Once again, I'm not entirely sure. I don't even know what most of these things do. I think we already concluded that the dragon doesn't have its own texture, so we can rule that out. And yeah, that's the end of this texture pack review. I will save and quit the title so you can have a look at the main menu, which is also something a lot of people don't look at when they're looking at a texture pack. That every texture pack has its own type of, you know, main menu and stuff going on. So in this case, it doesn't have a lot going on, but it's still different. Anyway, I hope you liked my review. I really hope you can give me some feedback on maybe I missed some textures. Maybe you think I should show them in a different order. Maybe I should do it different. Maybe I shouldn't do it at all. Please tell me what you think, and I will see you guys tomorrow.